two of them, or are they just stark opposites?
No, I actually find a lot of similarities between them. They're both obviously incredibly strong women. They're just from two different ends of the spectrum, I guess. And I do think, they're both very incredibly driven. Like, nothing will stop them or get in their way to what they're trying to accomplish. And I think, hard-headed and I think strong is just a great word to describe them, just in different ways.
Do you have a preference?
Oh, I don't have a preference. I have to say, I love being a part of Team Hero and being there every day. I miss being there like that in that aspect of capacity, but the fact that I can come in as a villain and play that, sort of the antithesis, it's so much fun. It's so much fun playing evil. So it's kind of, I don't know if I have a preference, but they're both, I'm close to Laurel. It's nice to have fresh to play. It's almost like a new character. It is a new character, but it's fresh and it feels like it's fresh. And I feel like, everyone's point of view and the dynamic between the characters and their reaction to a Black Siren, I think keeps everything fresh and for the other actors as well. And there's a lot of her background to explore.
Well, first though, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. Thank you so
I know
much.
that's beautiful.
Thank you.
But also, how far in advance do the writers kind of come to you and say, this is what we're thinking for your character? Because when we saw Laurel die, we kind of thought, okay, she'll come back. Which, she came back as a different character. But, it's like, are you kind of waiting with the fans to kind of see which direction you'll take? Or the writers kind of come to you a little bit in advance?
We talk about it in advance, absolutely. I don't necessarily... When Laurel was going to be the one that was getting killed, I didn't know until the episode before that it was me, which kind of sucked. And I was like, oh, right, okay, that sucks. But for this season, I sat down, I had lunch with Wendy and Mark, and we were on the same page already in terms of, I think obviously Black Siren and Earth 2 Laurel was a lot darker. Just a little bit more rough, rugged, I guess. And if I have ideas, if they have ideas, we throw them back. We toss them around. And even I, the other day, texted Mark and I was like, hey, what would happen if Black Siren time traveled and saw Laurel face to face? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What?
And that would possible with the crossovers. You guys have lots of options.
Bizarre and cool at the same time. And certainly, I think, at least for an episode. But this season, our theme is about family, and I think that Black Siren and Earth 2 Laurel, there's a lot to explore in terms of her backstory and where she came from, and she's gone through a lot, and she lost her father at a young age. The backstory that I've done is she watched her father burned to death in front of her. She was forced to watch him burn to death in front of her at the age of 14. So she sort of has set out to find, again, this is as an actor, I'm going off into this other world, to find her father's killer, and she ends up obviously turning dark and evil. And I'm sure something will happen in the back, and they'll write something, and it'll be like, her father and her survived, and I'm totally off base. Exactly. And I'm oh, okay. But no, it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting process. But yeah, they definitely let us, throw around ideas, and they talk to us a little bit in advance, and sometimes you just never know. It's television. Anything can happen.
So, getting to play sort of a villainous character, do you think that along the path in the future that there's a chance for redemption for a Black Siren? Because I feel like there's always, when you see her reaction and when she's talking to Oliver, there seems like there's a chance for her to kind of come back from the darkness.
Absolutely. I think that there is definitely a chance of redemption for her, and it's interesting when I think of Black Siren. I think she does this, evil manipulative thing, and that's just her. It's almost like her defense mechanism, and it's her habit. It's a place that she's just used to going to. But if you break that down and get through her walls, I think that she is like, she has a sad story. I think that the other characters will be able to see that and have sympathy or empathy, for her, and may end up bonding with them, and maybe being able to actually redeem her to be, back to a somewhat good person.
I'm interested in the answer to that question. Is there a possibility they will ever meet each other?
I don't know. I think I pitched it to Mark, and he was like, "Oh, I love that." So I think it would be cool. I think it would be like so confusing but awesome. Who knows? Anything's possible in these shows, with time travel.
He didn't turn it down.
He did not turn it down. However, I can't confirm that it's going to happen either.
Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.